Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
All of you are welcome. Now the show is going to be started. Here we have Nishant Gaur. I'll ask some question and he needs to give me the answer. Mr. Nishant, how are you?
I'm fine.
Perhaps he is feeling sleepy, but no problem. But no problem, he will be awakened very soon. Nishant, there are two words in English language, inspiration and motivation. I am just going on giving you some hint. The hint is, inspiration can change our thinking, while the motivation can change our action. Just let them know what's the difference between inspiration and motivation.
First of all, I would like to wish you good evening to all of you. And so as you were talking about inspiration and motivation. Inspiration means when you inspired by anyone, so it's inspiration, and when anyone motivates you, so it's motivation. Inspiration belongs to the whole. It means that if anybody wants to inspire by anybody, if I want to inspire by anybody, or if I want anything, and if he is very good in that thing, so if I am inspired by him, so it is inspiration. Inspiration means it comes from the heart, but motivation comes from the mind. If anybody motivates you, so it is motivation because he is an idol, he is an ideal for you. But inspiration means you have inspired by him automatically, he haven't motivated you. That is called inspiration. So inspiration is a very different thing from motivation, but I think that you must be having an ideal, because if somebody motivates you, like a celebrity, like anybody, sports star, film star, anybody, if he is motivating you, so absolutely you are inspiring by him, you are motivating by him. So both of us are having the same meaning, but they are having a different perceptions in every country.
Right now I am going on narrating a story. Once there were two brothers. Elder one was drunk and younger one was very simple and sober. When they were approached by a journalist, what's the difference? Actually, I would like to ask this question, by whom are you motivated? Elder one said, I am motivated by my father. How can you say? Because my father was a drunkard. He used to beat his family all the time, every time. That's why. This is what, actually, what do you hope from me? As my father was, in the same manner I am. When second one was approached, I mean to say younger one was approached, he said, I am also motivated by my father. He was surprised, the journalist was surprised. How can you say that you are even motivated by your father? He said, yes, of course, because my father was a drunkard. He used to meet my mother, sometimes my sister. He used to meet his family and he was a drunkard. At that very moment, I took an oath that this is not I want to be. That's why I have become a very sober person. And both of them were motivated from the same source. So sources, as far as sources are concerned, all we have same source. One was motivated negatively and another one was motivated positively. Nishant, what do you think about them?
It doesn't matter, it's just matter of thinking, or you can say it's about your thinking that it's about the thinking of the person, that how he thinks about the attitude, how he thinks about anything. It means that if what happened?
They are saying you are looking smart in cap.
Everything's alright there?
Yes.
What was the topic?
Both of them were motivated by their father. One was motivated negatively and another one was motivated positive. So what do you think about that?
It's not a difficult thing to adjust. It's not a difficult thing to adjust. So you can say anybody can judge this thing that if you have two sons and one is motivated negatively and one is motivated positively, so it means that one is having a positive attitude and another one has having a negative attitude. Absolutely. So I think that it's not difficult to judge. Anybody can judge easily, and one must be having a positive attitude, because with having a positive attitude you can do anything in your life, and that's it.
Okay, if someone has negative attitude, can it be converted into the positive? If it can be converted, in what manner it can be?
Actually, the main thing is you can't convert the negative attitude into the positive attitude or the positive attitude into the negative attitude, because a person is having a perception since their livelihood until their whole life. So, if a person is having a negative attitude since his childhood, so I think you can't change. And if a person is having a positive attitude since his childhood, so you can't change. So I think that if you have a positive attitude, so nobody can't change your positive attitude into the negative attitude, and if you are having a negative attitude, so nobody can't change your negative attitude into the positive attitude. So the main thing is you have to build your positive attitude at your own, because nobody can change your attitude. It's only and only depend upon yours, that how you are dealing with the people, how do you think about the people, how do you think about the thoughts, and how can you coordinate with the circumstances. It's totally absolutely depend upon you. None else can do anything in your life except you.
Nishant, I am not agree with you, because there are two types of persons in this world. Number one, who want to change them. If they would like to change them, there is a training issue. Training issue can be acquired. If you don't know how to speak English, there is a training issue. Just by getting the training from some institute or by someone, you can convert your negative to the positive. If you have a desire to do so, if you don't have a desire to do so, in that case nobody can change you. Actually, there is a training issue. Training issue can be solved as well as resolved. But what about the attitudinal issue? If somebody is stubborn not to change, in that case nobody can change him. Don't you think so?
Actually, the main thing is I have a story. Once there was a king, and once there was a prisoner. He used to say to his prisoner that animal can't be a servant. So the prisoner says to the king that no, sir, you are wrong here. Anyone can become a servant if you will do some hard work. So king says to him that okay, if you can prove it, so I can give you anything you want. So the prisoner had bought some cats, some animals, and he trained them to do something unique. It means there was one cat, and the prisoner trained that particular cat to take one stick in his hand and take one larceny in another hand. So, and he used to come to the king and ask them to follow the same thing. So the cat come here, and with the stick and with the larceny, and she used to throw to the king. So the prisoner trained him very well. The prisoner trained to the cat very well for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, and after 3 months, cat was trained. Then prisoner tells to his king that the king, my lord, my apology, the cat has trained, so may I take her? So the king said, okay, if the cat has trained, so I want to see that new thing. So the cat was came with the larceny and with the stick, and he has already got a training to salute, but the cat was came in front of the king, and she was just second his stick and then salute the king. So the king said, okay, it was unique, it was fantastic, if animal has become a servant, so it's fantastic. So the king has used his mind and said to the prisoner that okay, he will bring that cat tomorrow. So the cat has come over there tomorrow, and the king has a mouse over there. The king moved to the mouse, and the cat catches the mouse. So you can say in Hindi also that इंसान की जो फितरत है वो कभी नहीं बदलती. इंसान की फितरत है वो सेम ही रहती है. If he knows very well that he have a sense of mind that he want to hurt somebody, so he will hurt somebody. You can't change. If he have a sense of mind that he wants to help somebody, so he will help somebody. You can't change. So a man is having, I think, a man is having a simple, or you can say a form thinking, or a solid thinking in his mind that if he wants to do somebody, so he will do. Nobody can change. But one must have a positive attitude if you want to achieve success in your life.
I'm not agree with you. You said that a man can't be changed. A leopard can't change its spot. This is the reality. कुत्ते की पूंछ कभी सीधी नहीं होती. But what about the human being? Human being can change themselves at any time. They are determined to change, determined, dedicated, and disciplined. And if they have desire, not only a desire but a burning desire must be there. The moment you would like to change yourself, you can change. If you don't want to change, I have already told you that there is an attitudinal issue. If you are stubborn with your negative attitude, definitely nobody can change you. But if you have a desire, you know what is good and what is bad. Even then, if you are stubborn not to change, then nobody can change you.
Can you just tell me the one English word of Hindi? It's different.
That is the which habitualness, that is the perception.
I think that perception can't be changed because it has come from when you are born. It was come from your childhood. So you can't change what is natural. If he used to talk to the people for 3 hours or 4 hours, so he can't change his perception, obviously. If you have a perception to kill somebody, so you can't change your perception. If I have a perception to kill somebody, so I can't change my perception. Because it's not about attitude, it's something unique from the attitude. I think so. Because attitude means if you are doing something, so it is attitude that you have to do or not. But perception means you are not having a thinking, or by thinking you are not doing perception. Perception means like a breath, and you can do anything. It means that perception means it's a automatic thing which you will do. You can't think with a perception. If you have a perception to talk to somebody, or if you have a perception to accept talk, so you will talk. And if you will think, okay, from tomorrow I want to talk more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes to somebody, so you might change. You will talk, and it's automatic. If he have a perception to help somebody, so if he will think that okay, I didn't get any result till yet to help somebody, or I didn't get any good response to help somebody, so I want help. But if he have a perception, so he will have automatically. He can't change. So because attitude can be changed, but perception can't be changed because it will come from the childhood. Yes.
Perception is also a part of attitude. Because perception lies in attitude. And attitude can be changed at any time. And if I am determined, definitely a day will come then I will change your whole scenario. I am so much determined. Because after all you are my son and I am your father. I am your father. Actually, you know what is wrong and what is right. Okay, now I am going on organizing a session in which all of you will participate. I'll ask some questions and you need to just give me the answer. How many types of tenses there are in English language? 3 types. These 3 types of tenses are
present, past and future.
Present. How do you define? What is the meaning of present, what is the meaning of past, and what is the meaning of future?
Anything is going, that is present. Anything has gone, that is past. And anything will be done, that is future.
You mean to say present that is going on, past that has gone, future that is about to come. Okay. Present tense can be classified into how many parts?
4 parts.
These 4 parts are
Indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous.
Can you define the spelling of continuous?
CONTIOUS.
Please, do define it.
CONTINUOUS.
This is the right spelling. You need to be aware every time, all the time. You need to be very attentive. If you are attentive, inattentive, what you have learned. My dear, it will take so many years just to build your personality. But on the other hand, if you would like to convert into the negative, it will take few minutes and your entire scenario might be converted into the negative. Ashish, which story have you learned in a proper manner on which you might have a command? Which one?
Buddha's story.
Buddha's story. Okay, right now you need to narrate.
Once there was Buddha went to a village where a man who was perpetually angry came and spat at the Buddha. The Buddha calmly took a cloth and whipped it off. Then the Buddha said to the man, "Is there anything else he would like to say?" The Buddha. The man said, "Why don't you angry upon me?" The Buddha said, if I will go to the next village and the villagers are proposing to the sweets for me, then I won't take the sweets. So where will the sweets go? The man said, of course that will be the villagers. The Buddha said, and when I don't take your anger, so where does it go? The man understood the message given by Buddha. He manned his old ways and become a good man. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish. Give a big hand. Actually, what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, whatever we are giving, we will get them back in return in the same manner. If somebody is making you angry, you don't need to lose your temper, because lose your temper is a negative habit. Just danger. Danger only. What is the difference between anger and danger? There is a difference of one letter. D for danger and A for anger. There is a difference of D only. And anger is little bit far away from danger. So we don't need to lose our cool and calmness. Okay, don't lose your patience. We need to be patient. Patience takes less time, while the impatience takes more time. What's your name?
Raju.
Mr. Raju. Mr. Raju, tenses you have learned?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you think? Within 2 or 3 days, have you got the command over the tenses or not?
Yes, sir.
You have got. Okay. Let me know the difference between present indefinite and present perfect tense.
Present indefinite is the things is already the recent gone. Present indefinite, the things is recent gone, and the present perfect, the things is
the work is done. Work is done. And what about present perfect continuous tense?
Present perfect continuous is just recently has done.
And work is going on. Take care. The work is going on. What's your name?
Alice 1.
Mr. Salis, what do you think? Have you got the command within 2 or 3 days of grammar or not?
Yes, sir. But it needs more practice.
Okay. Yeah, practice is required, because without practice you can do nothing. Practice is a must. But not only practice, but consistent and persistent practice must be there. Are you ready to do the hard work?
Yes, sir.
Because it will take some time. Do you have a patience to learn this language?
Yes, sir.
And language can be learned in what manner?
By doing hard work.
by doing hard work. What do you mean by hard work? Is there any difference between hard work and smart work, or both of them are same?
Sir, I cannot differentiate between hard work and smart work.
Okay, if you don't know, I'm letting you know. Hard work is what? The whole day and the whole night we keep on spending, that is hard work. But after some time, the moment we would get the mastery over our subject, we can convert our hard work into the smart work. Suppose right now I am going on devoting 10 hours a day. In the forthcoming time, I don't need to devote 10 hours. There might be 6 hours, there might be 5 hours, there might be 3 hours, because I have got the mastery over the subject. And the moment I will get the mastery over the subject, then I have converted hard work into the smart work. Okay. Mr. Ji, you have been in accounts since how long? What is it? Since how long you have been in accounts?
Sir, you are doing income tax.
No, I haven't asked about income tax. My question is, account में कितने साल से हैं आप?
4 years.
Can you define the definition of account?
Accounts.
No, you can't define it. Being an accountant, you can't define the definition of account. Rahul, what do you think about yourself? Have you learned active and passive voice? No. Tenses you have learned. Let them know how many types of tenses there are in English language.
3 types of them.
These 3 types are?
Tense. Present, perfect, future.
Present, past and future.
Yes, sir.
Because of hesitation, they are unable to speak out. Otherwise, Mr. Ji knows very well the definition of account. But right now, he is unable. Am I right, Mr. Ji? This is the problem. Because presentation, especially in India, what about our education system, that is totally spoiled. Even graduate, postgraduate, they are unable to speak out even a single line in English. Because of what? Because they are not determined. Actually, such type of training is not given, even in the school, even in the college, even in the institute. According to me, whatever you have gone through, because language, especially language, depends upon 4 elements. These 4 elements are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. You might be okay with reading, you might be okay with writing, even you might be okay with listening, but what about the speaking? From where it would come? Just give it to do the practice in front of mirror on daily basis. Tenses are nothing. The moment you have gone through so many times, you can do them very easily. What about active and passive voice? Nothing. Moral, everything you can do. If you face any problem, you can consult to me. Anytime, all the time, you can consult to me. Right? Nishant, let them know about 60 sentences. Can you speak them out at a stretch? Just by consulting this chart. But in a very fast point. In the same manner, Mohan tells a lie. Don't stop. Only in English, not in Hindi. You don't need to speak out even a single word of Hindi. Please, do stop.
Mohan tells a lie, Mohan doesn't tell a lie, does Mohan tell a lie? Why does Mohan tell a lie? Why doesn't Mohan tell a lie? Mohan is telling a lie, Mohan isn't telling a lie, is Mohan telling a lie, why is Mohan telling a lie, why isn't Mohan telling a lie? Mohan has told a lie, Mohan hasn't told a lie, has Mohan told a lie, why has Mohan told a lie, why hasn't Mohan told a lie? Mohan has been telling a lie this morning, Mohan hasn't been telling a lie this morning, has Mohan been telling a lie this morning, why has Mohan been telling a lie this morning, why hasn't Mohan been telling a lie this morning? Mohan told a lie, Mohan didn't told a lie, didn't tell a lie.
Didn't tell a lie.
Mohan told a lie, Mohan didn't tell a lie, did Mohan tell a lie, why did Mohan tell a lie, why didn't Mohan tell a lie? Mohan was telling a lie, Mohan wasn't telling a lie, was Mohan telling a lie, why was Mohan telling a lie, why wasn't Mohan telling a lie? Mohan had told a lie, Mohan hadn't told a lie, had Mohan told a lie, why had Mohan told a lie, why hadn't Mohan told a lie? Mohan had been telling a lie this morning, Mohan hadn't been telling a lie this morning, had Mohan been telling a lie this morning, why had Mohan been telling a lie this morning, why had Mohan been telling a lie this morning? Mohan will tell a lie, Mohan won't tell a lie, will Mohan tell a lie, why will Mohan tell a lie, why won't Mohan tell a lie? Mohan will be telling a lie this morning, Mohan will be telling a lie, Mohan will be telling a lie, Mohan won't be telling a lie, will Mohan be telling a lie, why will Mohan be telling a lie, why won't Mohan be telling a lie? Mohan will have total I, Mohan won't have total I, will Mohan have total I, why will Mohan have total I, why will Mohan have total I? Mohan will have been telling a lie this morning, Mohan won't have been telling a lie this morning, will Mohan have been telling a lie this morning, why will Mohan have been telling a lie this morning, why will Mohan have been telling a lie this morning? Thank you.
Give a big hand. Actually, practice is a must. Without practice, you can do nothing. Not only practice, but a perfect and consistent practice is required. On daily basis, you need to do the practice. What about him? So many times he has done it, but for last 6 months, not even a single time, he hasn't gone through practice. Practice is a must. मेरा ये मानना है कि इस दुनिया में कोई भी मूर्ख नहीं है, कोई भी अक्लमंद नहीं है. जो इंसान दिन रात मेहनत करता है, लगा रहता है, उसको अक्लमंद बनते देर नहीं लगती, और जो मेहनत करना छोड़ देता है, उसे मूर्ख बनते देर नहीं लगती. Am I right? What about active and passive voice? The way of active and passive voice always goes through tenses. What about the active and passive voice? Just like Mohan tells a lie. Here, Mohan is the subject and lie is the
Subject. Oh. Object.
In passive voice, subject becomes object and object becomes
Subject.
which form of the verb we have to make the use in passive voice?
Third form.
Always or sometimes?
Always.
What is the difference between active voice and passive voice?
In active voice, subject must first and object in last. And passive voice, object comes first and subject in last.
Is there any other difference?
Yes, sir. In active voice, we can use verb ki third form according to the tenses, but in the passive voice, we must use third form.
Third form of the verb. Okay. And what about modals? How many modals are there in English language?
So there are 17 modals.
Not 17, 18. These 18 modals are
Can, could, may, might, will, shall, would, should, used to, have to, has to, had to, ought to, need, dare, would be, must be, would, could, must have, plus partial form and about to.
okay. I would like to ask some question. Some sentences I will speak out in Hindi and immediately you need to translate them into English language. Like, तुम दुकान खोल सकते थे.
You could have opened the shop.
तुम्हें मुंबई जाना चाहिए था.
You should have gone to the Mumbai.
Not the. मोहन आने वाला है.
Mohan is about to come.
मैं जाने वाला हूँ.
I am about to go.
आप क्या करने वाले हैं?
What are you about to do?
क्या आप कुछ करने वाले हैं?
Are you about to do something?
Yes. And मैं मुंबई ना जा सका.
I couldn't go to Mumbai.
मैं कल ऑफिस ना आ सकूंगा.
I couldn't go. I won't be able to come to office tomorrow.
क्या मैं अंदर आ सकता हूँ?
May I come in?
Yes. You may. What is it?
This is a grant permission.
And in case of possibility,
We can use it may rain today. Ramlan may come today.
and in case of blessing,
Blessing. May you live long. May God bless you and many more.
in case of physical ability,
We can use can like I can lift this weight. I can beat you.
in case of mental ability,
I can solve this sum. I can read English newspaper. I can write a Urdu. I can write a letter in Urdu. Many more, etc.
what are the uses of could?
Politeness. Could you please come here and pass of can?
Do explain it.
Do you explain like politeness? This is as like, would you please come here? In this case, we are express someone to come with very deliberately, and we are